and welcome to this week's episode of Revising Ryuutama. Before we go around and say hello to all these wonderful people around the screen, let's go through our regular channel announcements. First of all, we have social links. Check out our Discord, our Twitter, and our YouTube. Discord, a safe, inclusive space where you can come and be part of this amazing community and talk about TTRPGs and all the other wonderful things that are going on. YouTube, a place where you can go and catch up on all this series and all the other series and see what's been going on the channel. And Twitter, send me a DM and I will get you a game. It's funny how the tempo of this song has made me slow down my introduction. I kind of like it. Also, we have a Patreon. That's not where I type Patreon. I don't know where I did just type that, but that wasn't it. Patreon. Check out our Patreon. You can support us over there for as little as $1 a month. And you also can get access to some free articles. I commissioned the articles from Renee, and she writes about TTRPGs and all the other wonderful things that goes on around TTRPGs. Very much worth a read. Oh, hey, Dragon Jeb. We also have merch. If you want to go and get a crest on your chest, head over to the Redbubble site. I think there's also a referral link in the staff board section of the Discord at the moment as well, where you can get 25% discount if you spend $40 or more. Also, we have sponsors. Our sponsors are Bird in the Storm Publishing. Bird in the Storm Publishing create modules for D&D and other TTRPGs. They're very worth a check out. And also we have Mage Hand Press, who make the Dark Matter Alpha, a sci-fi expansion for D&D 5e. We use it to play D&D in space on Thursdays at 10 PM EST. We also have some other sponsors down in the panels below where you can get 10 to 15% discount at tabletoploot.com, erasavad.com, and ruinc.com. Go and check all of those out. Also, please check out our tweet. Every 10 retweets will lead to a potion being distributed to one of the party. I should also get that up somewhere so I can... There we go. Without further ado, let's go around and say hello to all these wonderful faces. Let's go clockwise this time. Hello, Rachel, who is starting with a reroll today.
Oh, how lovely. Thank you very much. And yes, good evening. I'm Rachel. I am at Talnir on Twitter, and I'm going to be playing Keo Akishime today in what seems to be a very, very nice kind of... I'm really digging the music for this one so far. It's going to be good.
Fantastic. Next around the screen, we have J. Lawrence Kenny. Oh, hi!
Hello. My name is J. Lawrence Kenny, or Jonathan. I'm an actor and an all-around creative person that's obsessed with D&D. But I'm here for Ryuutama, so checking it out and ready to have a good time.
Fantastic, fantastic. And next around we have the wonderful TechX. Oh, hi!
Hello, I am Tex, and I work as... usually I work as a chef, but D&D is what D&D is. And checking out Ryuutama to see what it's all about.
Very fun, very fun. Don't worry, you guys, low rules today. We'll, you'll get a nice little taster. Lastly around, as we go clockwise this week, of course, is Sam, Smallish Sam. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I'm Sam. I will be playing young Philip Guy this week, as opposed to every other week. I don't know what else I was supposed to say, but I'm gonna just leave with that.
Okay. Starting this week, Young has a reroll, Kaio has a reroll, and Tix and Jonathan, sorry, you've got a D6 left over from last week as well. You each have a D6 which you can add to any roll, which is extremely valuable in Ryuutama, and you'll find out why later. Who would like to do a recap of last week? I'm looking at Sam or Rachel. Rachel knows the rule. Rachel knows the rule. So Sam, can you do it? Oh, we killed Sam live on stream. Sorry,
Oops.
Kelly.
I don't think she's watching, actually. Well, you know, already died on stream, and it's only been however many minutes. So, last week, I don't know what happened last week. I just said I have the worst memory, and you're gonna make me do this. Perfect.
You remember the Summer of Music? The
Yeah,
baseball?
So fun.
we were at not Woodstock.
That's it.
but some other festival, and there was bacon. That's really all that happened. There was. Yep, I just remember bacon. Oh, I think we helped some people learn to play music at a bar. I think we went to a bar.
This is so perfect.
Yep.
You went to a bar. You helped the musicians realize their dream of being live musicians.
Yeah, this is what I said.
And then a red and black portal opened.
Oh yeah, and then we went to a World Series game.
Yeah, and then you guys started talking in a weird language that my British brain couldn't keep up with.
Yeah, we went to Fenway Park, and Young got not like a home run, but he got essentially a home run, right? It wasn't an out of the park home run, it was an in the park home run. There you go. This for your British brains. And what else? Oh, and then we ended up getting to our other. We got the actual. What color is our portal? Blue? Is that our normal? I think blue. And then now we're in. We're with Zoro.
Yes, indeed, you are with Zoro.
Zoro, the Zoro. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Zoro.
Zoro, who asks you, how will you... an old man, grizzled old man, in a formal, the Spanish-style tux with the frills and everything, of, like, old style, late 1800s sort of style tux, turns and carves a Z on a tree as he asks you, how will you ever... I think that's German. I've lost my Spanish accent, it's gone. Back.
Channel you in the Diego Luna.
No, it is okay. How will you ever learn to train if you do not apply yourselves? And he looks across all four of you, Bartholomew, Zaraki. I'll get you to pronounce that again in a second, because I'm sure that's wrong. Young, his eyes wander over all three of you, and his eyes stop on Kaio as he walks towards Kaio and says, puts his hands around your head and says, Eleanor, you must keep training hard, and kisses you on the forehead.
I deck him! No! Excuse me, Eleanor? That's not what?
You try and punch him?
Yeah! No one kisses me on the head without my consent.
Make me an accuracy check roll, please. And also, simultaneously, since we've all been training, I'll get everyone to do a condition check. Now, the checks, for those of you, in the Roll20 on your character sheet, you'll see there is a tab called Checks in blue. You click on that and then find Condition Check. It should be in the top left. Okay, so you two have come through the portal and you're both pretty good. Pretty good.
So, should I, what's the unarmed accuracy again? It's strength plus dex. And it's the damage is just normal, and then it's -2.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so, the official Ryuutama quick find sheet says that if you get a condition of 2 or lower, you are unconscious. So we will say, Bartholomew, that you have been worked extra hard this training session. You're probably not looking as well off as everyone else. It's been a rough session. And Kaya, please make me that accuracy check.
It's very meh.
It's only pretty good, and you find yourself with your arm turned all the way up your spine as Zoro leans into you and says, "Good, you have passion, but if you wish to best me, you must train much harder than this, daughter."
I think she probably stops and wait, Young, what do I look like?
A person.
Can you be a bit more descriptive?
Are you guys doing this in front of Zorro and everyone?
Yes,
Uh,
of course.
spins you round, hands on your shoulder. Eleanor, are you okay? You are speaking in delirium.
I'm a little disorientated. Yeah, it must have been the training. I look back at Young. What does Young look like?
Young looks like a handmaiden to yourself. Blue gown, white pinny.
Young, you're looking lovely, by the way.
I always look lovely.
Case in point.
Josephine, are you also okay? And Bartholomew, you look terrible. Perhaps I have worked you all too hard today. Still, I overestimate you. At least you, Zaraki, you look as though you have... Perhaps we can do some more training later. For now, help me get these inside, or we can get them some water.
Of course.
Si, senor.
Yeah, water's probably a good idea. When was the last time we actually had a drink?
What are you gonna
Probably at the bar last night.
But like, I don't know if it actually helps us nutritionally. When
I'm pretty sure it does. Like, I think I read some like research on that once. Some like good scientific articles.
Okay, I don't believe you, but sure.
How wouldn't you believe me?
Because only that creepy science guy seems to know anything about this whole portal thing. And even he hasn't got a foggiest what's going on.
I do not know what you are talking about, but we must get you water quickly. Do not speak. Do not waste your energy. Come on, let us get you inside.
Follow him inside, like a bit overwhelmed still, but
I guess I'll follow too.
Likewise.
We will escort Young and Kaio to a bed chamber, where Zorro turns to Young and says, Josephine, will you be okay looking after my daughter for the next short while?
Me?
Yes, you.
You're talking to me? Oh. Yeah, yes.
Perhaps I better get another maiden in here to help.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I got this handled.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Turns to Kaio.
yeah, thanks for the training, I guess.
Thank you for the training.
You don't need any training.
Apparently I do.
Turns, like, looking confused and... Get well soon, daughter. And closes the door behind him. Before we go to you two, and you explode with questions and conversation, let's go to Zaraki and Bartholomew. What do you do after you have escorted the women to their bedroom?
Shit, I'm empty.
Well, the first thing I do is I go and get a glass of water and take a moment to sit down, regain my balance.
Yeah, by all means. We'll say you can. That'll count as a short rest. Give me another condition check and see how much it improves your condition. Well, the dice do not like you, but you do feel a little better. You do feel a little better.
A bit.
I will probably go and wait, this is like a farmhouse, right?
It's more like a villa.
Or a villa.
Yeah, a large villa with a large plain out the back. You're native to this place, so you'll know that El Zorro, or rather De La Vega, has a cave underneath the villa as well, where sometimes training takes place. But today he wanted to train above ground.
Fair. I'll probably sit under find a tree outside and just sit and relax. Almost kind of dozing off after training.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. In fact, Zorro will approach you and say, Zaraki, your sword work is coming on well. Maybe one day soon you will even be able to best Eleanor.
When that day comes, senor, then we will see.
See you later. And he walks off. He walks towards town, actually, grabbing a cane and a cloak to cover his fine clothes. And we'll pan up to that bedroom. And that was almost a dab. Pan up to the bedroom.
Wow, I mean, this is probably the coolest place we've been yet. I mean, if you looked out the window, it's beautiful out there.
Oh no, I have it. Let me go check. Can I look out the window?
Sure. Rolling Spanish plains.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's not as beautiful as the Bavarian Alps, you know, where I was at before. But you know, it's not the worst. Do I have my camera with me?
You do not.
Wait, do I have anything with me?
You do
Yeah, where's all my armory?
not. You do not. On you this time, Kaio, at your waist, you find one fine rapier. It has a silver handle with a horse's head carved into the pommel.
I mean, this'll do pretty nicely. I can work with this. But
Mechanically, it'll work the same way as your wakizashi.
But your camera, the rest of your stuff. I mean, could it be like around the room? You know how it was in the old West town that we were in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Let's
I
just have a
don't
look
see it
around.
around here. Okay.
I just start like looking through cupboards and just exploring the room.
Well, on a desk and on the dresser, rather, the makeup table, there is a book with a lock.
Let's open it. Let's open it.
No, what if it's her diary or something?
No, let's
Look,
open
I
it.
might
We
have
have to open it.
questions.
No, I'm opening it. I'm opening it. I'm opening it.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
no, I got.
No. Okay, no, I may have questionable morals, but I don't go diving in people's diaries.
But I mean,
That's a
why
whole
not?
level of disrespect.
Does it say diary on it?
That's a good question.
The diary is a plain black book with a lock, which is currently locked.
It doesn't say diary, so how do we know it's actually a diary?
All right, okay,
So-
fine. But let me open it because technically right now I am Eleanor, so I'm not breaking any moral laws because all I'm doing is reading my own diary.
Exactly. And I wasn't even the one that had to kind of convince you to do that. Okay, no, go ahead. Okay. Do
The
it.
schematics of this whole body switching thing can be very confusing.
Yeah, you know, what are we allowed to do and what aren't we allowed to do? Nobody knows.
I do think you look pretty much as cute as you did when you were a cat, though. That color really suits you.
Thanks. What about when I'm normal?
I mean, you're cute then as well. I mean, I guess when you were a cat, you were just kind of like fluffy and stuff, and it was adorable.
Sorry, I just saw chat and that cracked me up.
Look,
You gotta repeat the last thing you said. I'm sorry.
Either way, we need to find a key. So,
Or we could just pick the lock.
I mean, that feels very.
Well,
underhanded.
okay. Check your person. Do you have a key?
I am her, so I might as well have the key on me. And I start like
Exactly.
looking through all my pockets.
I don't know if that was a Rachel tick or an Eleanor tick, but I just saw you do that, and as you do, you find a key.
Wow, it's as if I was Eleanor and then I was reincarnated to be KO. This is like the Mummy! The Mummy 2! The Mummy 2. I'm like Rachel Weisz
Mummy
right now.
Returns.
The Mummy Returns. Yes, that's it. I always forget. Second part. Anyway, I'm opening this this lock.
Give me 1 second, I'm just finishing off. There you go.
And I'm just kind of like reading it. My nose is in the book.
This is one of the later pages.
Uh-oh. Okay. I'm pretty sure that the real Eleanor probably needs to come back here fairly soon because she's got some shit to sort out that I really can't be bothered to deal with. So...
Yeah, I mean...
I figure we learn the most cool sword moves that we can.
I thought you already knew all the cool sword moves.
I don't know all the cool sword moves. There's like a billion techniques out there.
I mean, it seems like you do know all the cool sword moves.
I just kind of know the chop and the stabby ones.
But they're all pretty cool to me.
I mean, that's very kind of you. But, you know, there's always room for improvement.
Not with me there, is it? Have you met me?
Yeah, in about, like, 4 different bodies at this point.
Wait, which one's your favorite? Actually, I already know the answer to that one.
I mean, it's difficult to compare them. They're all very different.
We all know you liked Cat Young best.
I mean, you were much easier to carry that way.
I know, you still owe me you still owe me carrying.
Do I?
Yes,
know?
you do. I have it written down on my notebook.
If you guys, you're very excited. You're getting distracted. I will throw an NPC at you soon. Is there anything important you would like to discuss?
I don't know.
Okay, so this woman has some shit to sort out. There's something to do. There's something to do with, like, I feel like there's some marriage proposals flying around, and she's not quite sure what to go with, but she has other ambitions, and I think she's got a lot going on, and I wouldn't want to make those decisions for her. So as much as this place is amazing, we should try and I guess we're gonna have to move on. This would be so much better if we had our own bodies in this particular universe.
Yeah, you know, I feel like that always seems to
stay
happen.
for a bit longer.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, well, I don't know. What do you suggest we do?
I guess for now we act natural. We say, oh, we've calmed down, we've chilled out after that intense training, so we just want to go out for a walk, and maybe we'll find something to solve, I guess. And unless, oh shit, am I meant to solve Eleanor's issues for her and then we get a portal?
Oh no.
I'm going to solve my own issues before.
Well, I believe that will be a problem that you're going to have to face this time.
Ah!
I do not know how you ended up here of all places, but we will try and recalibrate the machine and see if this time we can get the jump correctly. And unfortunately, there is no record of this time of these people. The governors swept up a lot of this time, especially regarding Zoro, because of shame.
Don't talk to him.
I'm not sure what the true history of this area is, but you need to figure it out and rectify it so that you can jump again.
Okay, well, I mean, these governors don't sound the most helpful.
You can't talk to him. You're not allowed to talk to him.
I'm talking to myself. It could be construed as talking to myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it is okay to talk to me when there is no one else around.
You said we can't talk to you.
I said you can't talk to me when there are other people here. It confuses them.
You can't. You're confusing me. First you say we can't talk to you. Now you say we can.
I think you've given him too many paths of thought at once. But what if we can solve... It sounds like this is a bit bigger, actually. Maybe if we can solve this whole governor problem, I won't have to solve Eleanor's problem, and she can solve them when she gets back.
There you go. Perfect.
Let's take
Great
on
logic.
the government instead of romantic issues. That sounds so much easier.
Mr. Selena, it is time for dinner.
Oh, okay. Can Josefina come?
Well, yes, of course. Just like every night.
Good. I was just testing you.
She's not feeling well. She might be a little bit dehydrated or something. Maybe dinner's probably good for her.
Yes, please.
Okay,
I'm so
let's go.
hungry.
Okay, it will be at the table in around 10 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I need to compose. I need to be the most realistic Eleanor there has ever been. So much so that I could fool my own father, which is apparently what I must do.
I mean, I think we've done a pretty good job at fooling people in the past.
I mean, most of the time they couldn't see us.
Yeah, they had no
walk
idea.
right up to them and say, "Hi, we're ghosts." What?
Hey, that was a fantastic strategy that worked amazingly. It's cool. No, this time I will inhabit the role.
Outside, under the tree, Zaraki, you see this maiden walk towards you, and she says, "Master Zaraki, dinner will be served very shortly."
Gracias, señora.
Gracias. And she heads back in towards the house. Bartholomew, you too receive a summons, as the maiden brings you not only the dinner invite, but also brings you some chilled wine to try and help with your disposition. You look a little flustered.
Thank you. I was quite. This will help very much. Much obliged. Take it and quaff it. Hand it right back to her.
Gracias. Dinner will be served very shortly.
She'll be there. No worries.
I'm gonna set the scene on the dinner table. I will let you all enter the scene and interact as you wish. Fine dining, by the way. De la Vega is a minor noble. China sets, silverware, set out with several forks and spoons.
Before I head over, I go and freshen up a bit. Not a full shower, but just cleaning up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think Ko does the same. She's trying to do justice to this Eleanor who wouldn't want to accidentally offend someone when it's not even her.
Same here.
Maybe a touch of cologne.
I pull out my finest shirt.
I go as is.
And Kaio, as you are doing things like fixing buttons and things, you find your fingers are surprisingly nimble.
Is this just this form? I didn't feel that different at all when I was...
What is your dexterity dice?
It's a 6. She's got a 6 for everything, actually. She's the balanced type.
For this game, your dexterity will be a 10.
Ooh.
A D10.
I'm very happy with that. But cool, I'll update that.
What's my dexterity?
I'm afraid, young, yours is normal.
Correct.
Nice.
But don't worry, you can see how much I'm focusing on Rachel this week. You'll get a focus another week, I'm sure.
Oh no. Oh no, I don't like this at all. Oh no.
Memory checks.
Yeah, no. Oh no. Don't give him ideas.
All the ideas.
But if I were the first to walk in, is De La Vega there yet, or?
De La Vega is not there yet.
Would I know where he usually sits?
At the head, of course.
I will sit at the left of the head of the table. Just pull up and wait for everyone else.
Yep, that is a good move. You would know that, both of you would know that Eleanor usually sits at the right hand.
Of course.
So you have arrived first and thus taken the best seat in the house, as it were.
Indeed.
I will sit next to Bartholomew.
Oh, do we have a time for a bit of interaction before the ladies come down? I think the answer is yes.
Evening, Zaraki.
Oh, evening, Bartholomew.
So you've
Feeling better?
been doing as well as usual.
I was actually hoping for a bit of a challenge today.
Oh, aye. Do tell.
I mean, from you during the training. But unfortunately, you became ill.
Well, as you know, the climate here is a bit mustier than what I'm used to, but I believe I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Oh, you will. I am so looking forward to it.
No worries, I shall be able to keep up with the weather eventually. Now you, however, is a different story.
How come?
Well, we definitely have our master's favor, but well, hopefully one day she'll be able to give you a more of a challenge on that front as well as the swordsmanship side.
I will wait for you.
Much obliged.
Very dignified, very polite. How about we have Young and Kaio, or rather Josephine and Eleanor, enter the scene?
I say enter looking as proper as I possibly can, and with
Stand up as they enter.
Yeah, definitely. Stand up and bow.
Oh, I thank you.
I too bow.
I do a little awkward curtsy.
I'm all disheveled, by the way. I'm not put together.
That doesn't look suspicious at all.
Young doesn't know how to be female. He doesn't interact with people very often. This is true. It's too true.
Kaio makes her way to her seat and sits down a little awkwardly, but also starting to kind of enjoy this feeling of power.
Have you quite recovered, Eleanor?
Oh, yes, thank you. I think the heat just got to me a little bit.
I understand.
But it's all fine. It must have been a freak occurrence.
You look lovely as usual, Eleanor.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
As she sits down, I'll sit back down as well.
Same.
The house staff, less staff. You, Zaraki and Bafumura, you know they are more friends who do favors for Zoro. They're sort of on the know. They know who he is, and you wouldn't really think of them as staff as such, and more as friends. They begin filling your wine glasses for you.
I say, do you know if De La Vega will be joining us this evening and when?
You know De La Vega, senor.
I do, but can never tell.
He still thinks he can moonlight as a master vigilante.
Well, he is certainly very good at it.
The best. Excuse me.
Of course.
So, what do we think we'll be having for dinner then?
Food, probably.
I hope so.
Yes. Agreed. What's going on? Why are you acting so weird?
I'm just trying to make small talk. I feel like Eleanor seems like a pretty confident type, and
Yeah.
I hope you two are whispering at least.
yes, we are.
Yeah.
You're not very good at this small talk thing. I just hope you know this.
Lean over to Zorakians, always with the secrets, those two.
I'm usually better when I'm in my own form. This feels, I don't know, I'm a lot more confident when I'm myself.
I went by the village and I heard this is called lady talk.
Oh, wow.
I just feel more comfortable when I'm hitting people rather than talking to them.
Yeah, is it weird that you're the one that prefers to hit people and I'm the one that prefers to talk to people? But I'm the one that has been like out in the wilderness for the past 10 plus years.
Hey,
and
I'm telling you that the inner city can be quite a wilderness.
Sure, whatever you say, city girl.
Is there anything we should be worried about, you two?
Are you okay?
Everything's fine.
It's all good. It's all good.
Absolutely fine. You know, just a bit of gossip here and there.
Yeah, talking about people and their latest crushes. Just same old girl talk.
Oh, really? Who might that be that you're talking
Nobody in this room. Nobody in this room.
But if it was, we wouldn't tell you. Ha ha ha. Ha.
So, Zaraki and Bartholomew, you know these girls, and you know that Josephine is being uncharacteristically blunt, and Eleanor is being uncharacteristically polite.
Yes.
She's not as feisty as she used to be.
Hey, I heard that. I mean, yes, I have a cold.
Yeah, she needs some water. What? Can we get some water?
Weather.
Can one of you fine gentlemen get her some water? I think
I go
think
get
it'll
some
do
water.
well.
I'm
You'll earn her favor.
I am wondering if perhaps we should call the physician. This seems to be more severe than we thought.
Oh no, it's just I'm fine. Yeah, it's cool. Like sometimes these things happen, you better get a bit of heat stroke and it can affect like the way you act for a little while.
This is true.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll be back to normal in no time.
Yeah, we just had this happen like just the other day.
Yeah.
If you say so.
I do say so. Thank you.
A dish of meats and olives is brought out as a starter.
Oh, yum.
This is better than festival food.
A place is set out for De La Vega as well, and a portion is put in his place, though he doesn't sit there yet.
Thank you again very much.
I'm gonna grab it with like olives in one hand and then the meats in the other hand and put it on my plate. Wait, you said olives and meat, right? Did I get this wrong?
Olives and meat, yeah.
I
Okay.
would definitely grab some as well. KO is so hungry.
This is not better than bacon, though. Sorry.
Are you kidding? This is so much better than bacon. This is authentic. People pay so much money for experiences like this.
Bacon solves all problems, though.
Does it? I feel like
Yes.
you're raising bacon to some kind of sacred pedestal in your mind.
Where it should be.
So, Elena.
Yes.
Did you perhaps have any plans for the night, or are you planning to recover?
Well, I was thinking actually, myself and Josephine were maybe going to go for a little stroll after dinner, just around the grounds.
Get some fresh air. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe do a bit of evening training together since it's a bit cooler.
And gossiping.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Do you think perhaps I could tag along, or is this more lady time?
It's like girl talk,
Yeah, there'll probably be a lot of secret conversations. Probably.
Lots of gossip.
Oh, so much, yeah.
Yeah, all the juicy gossip.
If you change your mind about the training, I will be down below.
Where?
Absolutely. Good point.
You know.
I'll just shoot an eye at Josephine.
Is that young looking? Is that a euphemism?
He pulls out his eye and tosses at her.
Ah,
Wait, you still haven't answered my question. Where are you gonna be?
Down below.
I don't know where down below is.
I lean into Younger. They've probably got some kind of bat cave, except it would be a fox cave because Zoro means fox.
Does it?
Yeah.
I totally knew that.
It's not
Okay,
like I
well-
watched those movies like 20 times when I was a teenager or anything.
oh, good. Dinner is set. Excellent. As De La Vega enters the room, leaning heavily on his cane with blood dripping from one lip.
I'll rush over.
De La Vega.
Do not fuss me, Zaraki. I am fine.
Father, what happened?
The market stalls did not appreciate the governor's actions. You can tell he's just lying. He's been up to no good.
Of course.
The governor's giving you trouble again. All of us, I assume. Are they
I'll go
getting?
and pull out
are
his
they-
chair.
Are they getting more difficult?
Not as difficult as they were in my youth.
You're still quite young, De La Vega.
Ah! He
Young enough to keep up with us.
slumps into the chair and sort of nurses his ribs, and helps himself to some of this fine starter.
I kind of gesture at one of the not staff, but one of the staff to like go get him something.
Yeah, they're already fussing. One comes over with a napkin, like De La Vega, and he's completely different with the friends of the house than he is with you. He's quite blunt with you, but when they fuss, they're like, "Oh, no, it's really no problem. Just, yeah, perhaps I do need to look after myself." Yes. And he cleans up well enough at the table with you. Still in the same outfit he was wearing on the field earlier, much like Josephine. And turns to Eleanor. I heard some of your conversation before I entered. It seems you are trying to be a lady after all. And replaces one of your hairpins for you.
Maybe I should sharpen those. That could be quite useful.
That's the Eleanor I know.
Aren't you? I mean, aren't you worried that the governors might eventually just send some people here and just try and, I don't know, burn the place down or something?
They do not know about this place.
Is there no way they could follow like any one of us back here, or they could work it out? I
That
mean,
is why none of you are yet able to go out and do the good work. There can be only one Zorro, and I have not yet hung up that cape.
I know.
This is some very odd. Like, this is. I'm not into this. I'm not into there only being one person that can go out. Isn't it much safer to have like multiple people, and that way they don't even like change things up? That way they don't know who's who, and like they're like, oh, there's one person doing all this stuff, but really there's not.
Do not
And then
rush
they don't.
me, Josephine. Do not rush me. You know it has been difficult for me even to accept you, my family, into my good graces.
That's rude. I'm personally offended by this.
It's okay.
But-
It's all right, Josephine. It's all right. But surely there's nothing. I mean, surely the people would be more likely to understand and be sympathetic towards, I guess, helping if they could see other people were standing up for what's right. Other people were inspired by you, and maybe they would join the cause and things could change.
That is why it is important that Zorro is seen. Know that the people have teeth. Anyway, that's enough of this philosophizing. Let us eat.
Yeah,
Doesn't
let's use those teeth, right?
People have teeth? Doesn't like most people have teeth?
It's like a romantic era expression of defiance.
Okay.
The dog agrees.
Yeah, you can see De La Vega feeding a dog under the table.
I'm just tucking into whatever food's there. I am pretty famished, to be fair.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, I'm.
There's a moment of silence before he turns to Bartholomew and says, "So tell me, Bartholomew, what did you learn on the field today?"
Well, what exactly kind of training did we do today?
You would have done some sword work and a lot of like, essentially we would call it cardio today out in the sun, just getting your body used to doing hard work in the heat.
Well, I would say today that I learned that the climate here is not favorable to me, and I must needs work on that.
Good. You have learned to seek out your weaknesses and better them. Good. It's a good thing.
A man is only as strong as his instrument, and our body is our instrument.
Indeed. Looks at Eleanor, funnily. And you, Zaraki, what did you learn today? Your sword work was impeccable as always.
I learned that I will always have much more to learn.
A philosopher's answer. But true, you are yet to fall too far short. And Eleanor, daughter, what did you learn today?
Well, today I learned that sometimes the true enemy you're trying to hit is not what you see in front of you, but is like a shadow that lingers behind what we believe to be the opposition that we must strike down before true evil can be vanquished.
I think she got much more out of the training than we did.
Say, one of you has turned into a philosopher and another has turned into a poet. This pleases me, though. It is good to keep your mind as sharp as your blade. A lesson I did not think you would learn so well. In earnest.
Well, it was really good training. I mean, I had a great time. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait for tomorrow.
Had a great time.
Now you've done it.
This means we have to do double the training tomorrow. You do know that, right?
Hey, it's good with me.
Lord.
Why would you hold yourself back, guys? Come on. Think of everything we could learn if you train doubly hard and you put everything into it, and there's no limit, right? Josephina, you agree with me? And I give her a punch on the shoulder.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely agree with you.
See? She gets it.
Yes. Maybe don't do that again. That hurt.
Sorry, I thought it was at 5% power.
And Josephine, you can feel already a bruise forming. Josephine is not a fighter.
Yeah. Good thing these aren't our real bodies. I want to get done with this so I can get back to my strong, muscular body.
However, De La Vega looks quite upset, and looks like Eleanor, we will discuss this after dinner.
Sure. Of course.
You're in trouble.
Hey, it's not the first time.
And please, no whispering at the table. It is bad manners in front of anyone.
I mean, that's debatable. Sometimes you don't want people to hear what you have to say. They can whisper in front of us. I don't care.
Yes, true. Besides, we're still waiting for food, so I ate all my olives. They were really good.
A large paella dish is brought out and served in front of all of you. Della Vega looks quite excited.
This is so authentic.
Why do you keep saying authentic?
Because it's like going to a theme park where you do reenactments of this stuff. Except we're actually there and it's great, and she's having a great time.
Thank you very much to Kentucky Hawkeye, who donates to give Tix and Jonathan a reroll.
Mm. Yes, eating all the food.
Yeah, and there is a silence that descends afterwards, and when Della Vega has eaten his fill, he stands, wiping his face once again with a napkin, and turns to you, Elena, and says, "I would see you downstairs."
Oh, of course. Now.
When you are finished, of course.
Oh, okay.
And you see him walk through into the library. You can tell it's a library because when he opens the door, there's rows of books.
I try and like watch him go so I know the way to downstairs.
He just walks around the door and disappears from your vision.
Curses. So is there usually a dessert course?
But you're not full already.
I was just asking, just in case.
I mean, I'm
What's
pretty
that?
happy that your appetite is back at least.
Oh,
Means you're-
that
means
never
you're
really
getting better.
suffered.
Should I, when you're ready, should I escort you to the downstairs?
If I'm honest, I'm not. I mean, the tone that my father had seemed to suggest it was one
Oh
of those.
no, I'm not gonna follow. I'm not gonna come with you down there. I'm just gonna escort you to the entrance.
Right.
I have
Yes, that makes
crossed
sense.
him once, and I don't do it again.
Guess that's the privilege of being his daughter, I guess.
Wait! I want to hear more about you crossing him. What happened here?
It's
It's a great story. Yeah, come on, share it.
It's
Yeah.
a training accident, probably. I stole, I borrowed Tornado and rode into town.
It's bad.
Must have been before I was here.
Okay, bye. You can go now.
Oh,
Wait, Bartholomew, do you have any story? Have you crossed him before? Do tell.
Well, I think I learned my lesson quite quickly when I first came here and was looking for a master to train me. He said no first, and I did not take that well. But he swiftly put me in my place, but I must have showed some inkling of talent, and he decided to take me on, for which I'm eternally grateful, but I know better now.
Interesting.
He
Well,
manages to surprise me every day.
Cool. Sounds good. Okay, bye. You can leave too. Bye.
Josephine, play nice. Besides, you're gonna have to entertain these gentlemen somehow whilst I go and speak to my father.
How am I supposed to entertain them? What do I have
Why
to
didn't you
offer?
sing a song? You're great. You've got the most beautiful voice and like musical talent.
Oof, I mean, I'm kind of in a different body. I don't
Hey,
know.
I'm sure there's a guitar around here. You'll be amazing.
There is not a guitar, but there is a harp in the corner of the room.
Go for it. Keep them both occupied while I slip out, please.
Okay.
Do we know Josephine to be talented in music at all?
Yeah, precisely.
You have known her to dabble with the harp.
Oh.
Not to
I-
be amazing, but to dabble.
Too great. And I try and sneak out into the library.
I just kind of wave as she goes.
Okay, so we'll stay in here for a second first. Young, why don't you, you have music as a skill, right?
I certainly do. Perfect.
A child could do better. Zaraki, Young, why don't you describe how this sounds, and then we'll see how Zaraki and Bartholomew react.
So like Young Young has never played a harp before. He has played other classical instruments, and obviously he plays guitar. So he's like, oh, okay, this is gonna be like totally similar. And so he goes and he just starts like trying to play on one string, but like he puts his other hand, like, so on a guitar, right? You can play one string and then you move your hand up and down the fret to alter the pitch. So he's trying to do that on a harp, just on one string though.
Very funny, Josephine.
You know me.
Talented as
I'm
usual.
Trixie. Sorry, what was that?
Talented as usual.
Yep. I'm the best. I told you guys I'm the best at everything. Oh, have I told you guys this? I'm the best at everything. So, just gotta roll with it.
The best at everything except sword work. I only mean that Elena has you quite outclassed.
You know what? You could leave, good sir. You could get out of my house.
Most assuredly not your house.
You can leave. I will have no part in this conversation.
Perhaps the heat stroke is still affecting you, Sophie.
As you wish, my lady.
Yeah. And don't you ever come back.
I will be here tomorrow for training just as usual.
I don't like you.
I leave you alone for like 1 minute.
We will pan across actually to Eleanor. Eleanor, this is a library.
Right. Okay, I know how this works. And I go, starting with the nearest bookshelf, I like pull out every book to find the secret switch.
Okay, you start pulling out the books. Let me see what checks we've got here. Let's just see if there's anything relevant before I make a decision. Ooh, give me a sense roll.
Oh my. Sense. I haven't used this one before.
Okay, a 7's pretty good. So, the books in here are all about Spanish history, Spanish fiction and romance, and there is one book which sits on one shelf, which is about the English peerage, which looks out of shape, out of doesn't look like it matches all the rest. It looks out of place. Thank you. And as you pull the book, you find it doesn't move; it hinges, and as it hinges, the bookcase swings.
I knew it! Yes! I'm such a great vigilante. And I go through the bookcase.
As you come downstairs, you can see this is a large area. There is a horse ring. There is also some training rings, the famous circles that Zorro uses to train. And Zorro himself stands in full attire, mask and hat, everything, whip in one hand, rapier in the other, standing in the center circle.
Well, I came as requested.
Come.
And she walks forward.
Zara gives you a fencer's salute.
Oh, and she takes her own rapier and mirrors it.
So, you come to dinner wearing a sword?
Yes, I guess I forgot to take it off. I'm sorry. I think maybe my etiquette got ahead of me this evening.
You bludgeon dear Josephine, who has volunteered
What?
to help you for all these years.
That wasn't bludgeoning, that was a playful shove. Like, we do it all the time. It's, to each other, it's friendly.
Then let us be friendly, and he advances. Please roll me an initiative.
Can we panic now? Oh
We
god,
have
that
a
was
matching
disastrous.
initiative. Please
Ah.
re-roll.
Oh, we have to re-roll, do we? Is that what happens?
In this instance,
Oh, Jesus. Wait, did you roll 17?
Elzara.
Oh dear.
Zorro lunges forward,
Okay.
passes your guard,
I'm gonna get destroyed.
and deals you 9
Oh,
non-lethal damage.
ouch. Oh, I'm pleased you stipulated it wasn't lethal.
As he turns his rapier and uses it like a switch, which places itself across your bustle.
Ow!
Come,
Fine.
we are just being playful.
Fine. Playful, and she will try and return the move. I'm trying to think if the fight type did anything on the blade roll, because it's a favoured weapon.
Oh yeah,
I
should
think-
do. It's a light weapon, so yes, you can get a +1 for that.
Cool. Come on, rolls. No, I'm re-rolling this.
You're re-rolling that?
Yes, I am. Oh, that's a bit better.
That is much better. That is exact. No, it's one short of
Oh,
catching Zorro.
I have to get a crit to hit him.
You do.
Oh no.
As Zorro turns your blade, you are sure this advance will work. It's worked on a million ninjas that you've fought in different recursions and places before. You are sure that this is a dead hit, but Zorro simply turns on his heel slightly, and you find yourself staggering into the second ring.
Ah!
And when you turn, his whip is around your ankle,
Oh dear.
and you fall to the ground. Have we non-lethally taken you out?
You've non-lethally killed me, Scrap.
As Zorro walks forward and says, "As I said, still you have much to learn. And
I
first
know
of
that.
all comes
That's-
manners.
That's-
How can you infiltrate a royal banquet if you cannot display the ladylike properties of a lady who should be there?"
Well, usually when I infiltrate places, I make sure I'm not seen in the first place. I wear dark clothes and I don't wear ridiculous bustles like this. I wear trousers and I'm quiet and I don't go in the front door.
That cannot work. The people must know that Zorro is one of them. You cannot always be in the shadows.
Well, I can keep going. It's fine.
You cannot. I imagine that you are quite sore, as he aimed both attacks at your rump. And I
Yes.
suggest you nurse it, as I have not done that to you since you are 5. I am very disappointed. He puts his rapier away, hangs up his hat and mask, and leaves you in Zorro's underground cave.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Ha!
She kicks the dust and stomps around for a bit. Flipping dads, they're all the same. Doesn't matter what freaking time period you go to. Ugh.
Upstairs, how is Zaraki and Bartholomew and Young getting on? If you want to smash cut to how much carnage there's been, that's fine. You guys just decide and let me know.
Young is not happy. That's all I have to say.
So-
I don't think it would actually come to blows at any point.
This is quite
Yeah,
typical.
because you wouldn't want to go up against this, would you?
Josephine has often been adamantly protective of Eleanor's honor, often trying to dissuade you from getting her alone or even getting anywhere near her at all, to be honest. So this prickly nature, it's a little stronger than normal, but you're it's not far off brand.
I probably would have at some point gone into the library just to look at a few books. And preferably wait to see what happened, the results of what happened downstairs.
Zorro comes through the bookcase.
I've got a book like in my hand, trying very desperately not to look like I'm waiting.
Takes the book out of your hand and looks at the title. Did you choose which book you picked up?
No, just one at random.
This is a good one. You can learn a lot from this King's Tale. Unfortunately, it is fiction. Puts it back in your hands.
Well, I do believe that any decent writer, fiction or non-fiction, has important lessons to teach us.
Indeed.
Everything went well? I
Everything
mean,
went-
is the downstairs still in working shape?
Of course, the downstairs is still in working shape. Sometimes, even when things go as planned, you can be disappointed.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Me too.
Like, give him a brief nod and go back to reading. Or pretending to read.
And Zaraki and Josephine in the other room?
I'm on my way out to the back since I figured Batcave is busy. So
Where
Saraki
you
will stay
going?
true. Oh, I'm staying true to my word. I'm gonna go and train.
I like you. You know, you're a lot more nice than that other guy. I'm gonna
Nice.
I'm gonna
It's a different thing. I'm more well behaved, possibly.
I was gonna put in a good word, but I'm not.
Bye, Josephine.
Awkward.
I don't like him. I don't like either of these guys.
Oh god, that Zoom chat is terrifying, Rachel. How long does Kaio stay down in Zorro's training ground before coming upstairs?
Not long. I think she waits until she knows her father's sorted off somewhere. And then she stomps up the stairs and through the library. Looking very unhappy.
Are you alright, Elena?
I'm fine.
I can tell.
I'm going upstairs. Josephine, will you accompany me?
Yeah.
We'll go for our walk in a minute.
Get away from these guys. We don't like them. They're horrible human beings.
Hey, now that's a stretch, but
No, they're horrible. You don't even know what happened while you were down there. They personally insulted me.
Oh, by the
Wow.
way, is Saraki makes sure that he stands a bit away from Elena's window while he's training.
well, we have things to do before we continue training for this evening, Young. Josephine, I'm sorry, I had dust
Are you calling
in
me
my
young?
throat.
You know, I don't think I'm that much younger than you, but I'll
I
take it.
just grab a Young's arm and like haul them upstairs back towards the room we were in.
Young,
Well,
can you roll me a
What?
D100, Young? As that drink you had at dinner tasted a little funny.
I knew this. I saw the 4 and I knew this. Okay.
I'm glad
Is
you're not
it-
surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Is it a dash or a slash?
It's a slash. Slash R 1d100.
Is it space or no space? I'm sorry, I haven't done this in a while.
Space between the R and the 1.
Thank you.
Oh, high number. I don't think we've gone that high before.
Yep, you know me.
Maybe the sun really has been getting to Josephine, because it tastes and looked sunny yellow. And felt warm to the touch. And it tasted like it had been left too long in the sun. It tasted like balsamic vinegar. However, you feel like partaking in it has increased your luck. Your sense roll will increase by 1 dice size. Not sense roll, your spirit roll. Spirit dice will increase by 1 size.
Oh, I'm so excited! I did get an increase. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Okay.
That was one of the potions from our retweet goals. Thank you very much, everyone. Keep on tweeting, and we'll see if we can get some more.
Right. I'll show that father what he thinks a proper lady should be like. Well, maybe it's just as well I am here as Eleanor, because she has a lot of things to sort out, and I'm gonna bloody well help her.
Yeah.
Right, help me out these stupid clothes. So she's gonna try and like extricate herself from this ridiculous dress.
Young is gonna like it's be like a corset, right?
Yeah,
and, like
good corset, yeah.
also, yeah. So he's gonna try to like force it. He's not gonna attempt to.
How does Kaio feel about having Young help her undress? I mean, obviously you're both female in this recursion, but you're not normally.
So she's a very kind of chill person, to be honest, when it comes to this sort of thing, and there's been so much crazy, insane stuff happening that it doesn't feel that weird, to be honest. Like, it just feels like, yeah, we're kind of friends, we help each other out, this is just the way it kind of is.
This isn't even my body, so who cares?
Exactly, that too, I mean.
Got it.
And like, I'm assuming that this is a time period where they'd be like, the undergarments would basically be another set of clothes anyway.
Oh yeah.
So she's basically got, I guess, those knee-length pantaloon type things.
Well, sort of. In the heat, they're quite thin. They're more silks than anything else under there. Minor noble.
Right. We're going to sort this out. And she is going to stride back out of the room and go down the corridor until she finds another bedroom.
I follow.
And she's going to start rooting around for some men's clothes that will fit her.
Okay.
Until she finds something that's either in her size or that she can like modify slightly to be in her size. And she'll probably like put her hair up and just basically build herself a comfortable set of men's clothes that are a lot more sensible.
Roll me 1d3, please.
D3, okay. Oh, I also have to remember how to use Roll20. Lovely.
Oh no. That look.
Okay. This is fine.
Oh no.
Now can you do me a delicate work check, please?
Okay. Delicate work. Now she's usually good at this. Oh! You're getting nearly crits.
Nearly crits. Well, that is a fantastic result. In fact, a 13, I'm fairly sure that is... you're probably famous in your town for the work you do in modifying this outfit to become almost fitting, as it would seem you created an outfit for a caped crusader or a masked vigilante from these fine clothes, which fit you.
Excellent. Well, I suppose if we don't get to go to the market very often, then they might not know that Mr. Zorro had a secret son or something. See how he likes that. And I marched. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna do some training. And
Yeah.
she heads back downstairs and outside.
Whilst you were in your room, you will have had to shut the shutters because you can see
yes.
Zaraki in the yard training. You can also hear De La Vega, who is sitting on the balcony with a jug of wine, shouting instructions down to Zaraki. Not like commanding instructions, not like do this routine, but more like, you know, raise the tip slightly higher, always stay on the balls of your feet, that sort of, you know, corrective instruction rather than...
Right. Well, I don't particularly want to go and see him again anytime soon, none of them. So I suggest we find a nice quiet spot out in those long grasses and just do some training together, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we have to sneak out.
Let's just wait. What floor are we on?
Only 2 floors.
So we're on the 2nd floor.
Well, this is where it gets confusing. I believe in America it'd be the 2nd floor, but in England it'd be the 1st floor.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I mean, is there rope? I've seen in movies they go out the window, they like throw rope down, and then like.
Oh.
Do you know what? I will 100% give it if you can pass this roll. Do me a It's got to be a preparation check or something like that. Do me a give me a monster knowledge check.
Monster. Does it have to? Is it Young or Kaio that does this?
Either.
Oh wait.
You need to do it. You need to do it, Rachel.
There is a hunter thing for something to do with this. I can't remember. Oh no, it's only if I'm actively hunting a monster rather than knowledging on it, I think. So I'll just do monster knowledge. Oh, there it is.
Maybe I should have done that.
Maybe you should have done it.
There is not there is not a intricately gathered set of bed sheets or rope ready to dive out the window, I am afraid. Whilst you're outside, Zaraki, could you please make me an accuracy check using your weapon? You can find your weapon. It's not in the checks, deceptively. It's in the inventory tab.
Let's see. Where is?
Also,
Should be this one. Was it right?
Yeah, that's right. So with an 8, you are pretty good. I didn't realize you favored a large axe rather than a rapier. But you are...
I forgot to change it, to be honest. But
No, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. De La Vega is impressed by your ability to wield the axe in such a way, and feels that, despite it not being so much of a gentleman's weapon, feels that he shouldn't take it away from you. As you are, as this dice roll depicts, pretty good. Pretty good with it. Carry on practicing. I'll be back in a moment. And he heads downstairs back to the library. Is Bartholomew still there?
At some point after they both left and he had no reason to just pretend to be reading, he would have gone downstairs into the training room and been working on his form a bit as well.
So he'll pull the book and head downstairs. And I think perhaps at first you may not notice him as he stands silently in the corner. Why don't you do me also an accuracy check using your weapon? Like I say, it's in the inventory tab. Yeah, you're also pretty good with a much more regal rapier.
That's +1 because of the weapon grace.
7 to 9 is still pretty good, unfortunately, but we will bear that +1 in mind for later on. This is still just pretty good. You need a 10 to get the net echelon, which is as good as a pro. Oh, actually, no! I tell a lie. Looking at the sheet, you are 100% right. 9 is as good as a pro. You are wielding the sword very professionally. And after a few moments, he says, very good.
Oh, well, thank you. Sorry, did not notice you come in.
You look very professional. And he enters the ring, picking up a rapier from the side. Not his usual one, just a training rapier. So you're presumably using your normal one, and he picks up a training sword.
Would you like me to go get one as well?
No,
or,
this will be fine. You look like a professional.
I certainly try.
Come at me.
If you insist.
So give me
Well,
another sword accuracy check.
Oh, is no initiative or?
No, not in this case. We're not going to go into an initiative order. I've only rolled initiative for him because he'll be. So he catches your lunge and he says, because that's again. Have you added the +1 this time?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So this time it's only an 8, which is pretty good. Perhaps his
Nerves.
presence in the ring nerves. Yeah.
Nerves.
He says as he deflects the blow past him, he doesn't do anything very large. All he does is move the tip of your blade so that it just passes by him and steps into your space so that he's very close to your face and says, "You are very good, but we need to be better than pros. Remember not only to practice the formal techniques, but also the informal techniques I taught you. I would ask of
course.
you a favor, Bartholomew.
Anything.
You have always been a gentleman and good with words. I would like you to go and check on my daughter. Perhaps I was a little harsh with her earlier on. She has taken to her room very early this evening.
Well, I'm sure that family squabbles are always rough, but it is always.
Do not get me wrong, I do not ask for your involvement. I would just like to have someone visit her and make sure that she is okay.
Of course, I understand.
Thank you.
I shall go now if we are done. Yes. All right.
Indeed.
Sheath my sword and give him a slight bow and then head out.
Fencer's salute.
Yeah. And head up toward the room. And eventually knock on the door. Elena? Elena?
As you look around the hall, clearly trying to see what's going on, seeing if she's around, you can see your bedroom door has been left ajar.
I'm going to draw my sword, advance slowly on my door, and try and peek around the corner.
Are you wearing your best suit?
Probably, because since we went to dinner.
Okay. So as you peer around the door, you can see signs of a disturbance, as this room has been slightly turned over as people have been searching for things. As you investigate, you can see that nothing is missing except for your second best black suit.
Odd. Sheath my sword again. I'm assuming I've taken a pretty good look around if that's what I found and didn't find anybody. Head back to Elena's door and... Elena!
There is no
Can
answer.
I jiggle the handle? Is it open?
Did you lock the door?
I don't think I did, no.
If there's anyone in here, please let me know. I'm concerned. Open the door very slightly and look in.
There's probably a discarded looking dress on the floor.
A discarded dress on the floor? Is the window open?
Oh, I thought you said we couldn't go out the window because we didn't have a rope.
I know, but you did look.
Did
you close the window again?
I mean, it seems to be cool misdirection, but I'm not sure if KO or Young would think that in the moment. So, considering we didn't find rope, I don't think we would have opened it.
Okay. I think Young's trying to talk to us through the ancient
Nope,
art
sorry.
of mind.
I forgot to unmute myself. I think Young would have opened the window before he looked for the rope, because that's just his thought process. I'd assumed the window was open when I asked for the rope, so
Makes sense.
yeah.
So the curtain blows in the breeze. The window is open. There's a discarded dress on the floor. Your second best suit is missing. But you can still see Zaraki from out the window training in the courtyard.
I go to the window and yell at Zaraki!
Muted?
Hey?
There you are. Have you perhaps seen the Lady Elena and Josephine since dinner?
No, not since she followed her dad down to the Batcave. The cave.
Shite. I'd leave the window and run downstairs back to De La Vega.
Serki goes back in.
We may have a problem.
Okay.
So you converge on De La Vega downstairs?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do at least.
He is...
Picking
I
up
follow.
in the way.
De La Vega is sitting on a stool in the center ring of his training ground, reading a book. And he looks up. What is the problem?
Well, while I would very much like to follow your instructions, I'm afraid that it's quite impossible at this moment. Your daughter seems to have taken out for the night
Ah.
with my clothes,
Ah.
all black.
And I am almost certain she would perhaps be wearing a certain mask.
Do you have an extra?
I do not, but before I had this officially made thing, I used to just use a black piece of cloth with eye holes.
I will be very upset if she has torn anything out of my clothes. But I believe this is perhaps a bit more pressing.
Okay, well, find her. Each of you, one of you, find her. Be quick about it. We have a gala to attend tomorrow evening. I have not yet told her.
Very well.
Of course, as you command.
Good luck. She will be as wily as a fox.
Just like her father then.
I was going to say that.
And he pulls his hat down and continues to read.
Ooh, can I, just out of interest, can I see what book he is reading?
Certainly. This is Military Tactics Volume 4.
Ooh. Zarki will memorize that and get back to that.
We'll both head back upstairs, and
Yeah.
on the way, I'll be like, I think we'll make better time if we split up and go looking in town.
Oh, definitely. That sounds like a good idea.
Meet back here in 2 hours if we do not find anything, but hopefully we do.
Indeed.
Best of luck.
You too.
Just as fire break happens.
Yeah, so what do you want to do tonight? What exactly are we doing again? Going to train?
Yeah, I want to get away from the house for a bit, right?
Yeah, you know, actually,
Stuffy?
yeah, I need to talk to you. Both those guys, horrible human beings. I don't like either of them. You're not allowed to marry any of them.
What?
Just
I'm
no.
not here to marry. We're not even here to stay. We're just trying to find another portal. I just thought it would be really useful to, get better at some things. And then I got sucked into these daddy issues. And
Yeah, is there something there that you need to talk about?
I mean, not really. I just don't like being disrespected, I guess.
Still girlfriend.
I mean, it's nothing. I guess I'm just used to people telling me to take it easy or just not work so hard and just to calm down and do something a bit less risky. I mean, when I lived in Tokyo, my parents didn't really know what I got up to after work. But I didn't. That was fine with me. I didn't want them to worry or anything. But
Would they have not approved?
oh god, no. Of course, no. I mean, it's like any city, right? You know, being out on the streets late enough at night, it's dangerous. But I liked it. It was fun. It was better than working in just living at a coffee shop all the time.
You work in a coffee shop? How do I not know what you do?
I swear I told you. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, sure. I worked at a coffee shop.
That was Sam bad, not young. You definitely did tell me it.
But yeah, it sucked. It's so boring. But that's, you know, the way it is. 2018, I guess. It's hard to get a decent job in what you actually want to do with your life, I guess.
So what do you want to do with your life?
And as Kay was walking along, she's probably like swishing the grass with her rapier, just as they're kind of strolling through this grassland. I'm not really sure. I always trained as a dancer, and I guess I really wanted to kind of do that professionally, but I knew my parents wouldn't. It wasn't really a great career choice, so I studied physiology at university because I thought that would make my parents proud, and then they wouldn't worry about me being a burden or anything. And my brother wouldn't worry either. I mean, he was always really concerned and wanted to make sure that I would be okay living on my own. But yeah, so in the end, I just took a job that I could get. You know, gotta make ends meet somehow.
Kyle.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody thinks that you're a burden.
I mean, apparently my new dad does. And I just feel a bit better if maybe I could, you know, do something useful. If we're gonna spend some time jumping between dimensions, might as well use it to improve at some stuff, I guess. And I've seen nothing to do with any portals since we arrived. I haven't even seen that crazy guy in the lab coat yet, so I figure...
Yeah, didn't we see him earlier?
I've seen since we saw him, like, when we first got here. We haven't seen him since then. And I don't know, for some reason I feel like I want this guy to respect me.
Okay. You know, see, it's you don't need approval from every man in your life.
I know. It's more just, I guess, kind of people in general. That's why it feels nice when we help people out, right? It's kind of fun and makes me feel like I'm doing something useful with my life. You know?
I mean, I understand that. Like, I have some issues there too, but it just breaks my heart because you're such a great person, and you know, I hate to see you seeking approval for the wrong reasons. And I mean, if people can't recognize how great you are, that's on them. That's not on you.
Well, I guess, but you know, if I can prove to someone that, and if I can prove to someone that I can be someone worth respecting and just looking up to, then maybe I'll find it easier to respect myself, I guess. Anyway, you need to help me train.
Right.
Your wandering feet, it would seem. Maybe it's muscle memory, maybe not, because obviously you two don't know the area. You find yourself on a hill overlooking the town, where you can see the official governor's buildings.
Scrat, is this a silver platter?
Please take my gifts, they're not poisoned.
I'm at an impasse, young. I feel like forget everything I just said, because one way or another, we've still got to solve some problems to move on from this place. And I can't tell you how much I would have loved it if we were here in our own bodies. I would have been inclined to stay for a while.
Yes, I think you have mentioned that once or twice or 5 times.
Yeah, it's so pretty here. But it seems to me that the problem that they're having here all stems from these governors, right? Who seem to mistreat the people who live here. At least that was what it always sounded like in the movies. And I guess I read there were like comics as well. Like he's a big figure. I'm surprised you weren't really more familiar. Anyway, maybe we can just try and fix this, and then I guess we can move on, and Eleanor can deal with her own issues.
Yeah, I need to have a talk with her, because both those guys are not good for her.
I mean, from that diary entry, I don't think she knows what to do. I don't think she feels ready for that, certainly, and she doesn't really. I don't think she's comfortable with what her dad's kind of driving her into either.
You know what we should do?
On another page, there would have been lines saying, Eleanor Roberts, like someone trying out a surname, and then another page with Zaraki. Zaraki, what's Zaraki's surname?
It was in here.
Delabrigo.
And
then, yeah, Eleanor Delabrigo.
Yeah, she's got no idea yet.
Yeah, so you know what we need to do is we need to like go and write in her diary, like on a separate page, and be like, both these boys are terrible. Do not marry either of them.
Okay, well, first things first.
No, then we'll solve the problem, and then we'll be able to leave. Let's go back. Let's do this.
I'm pretty sure that's not the only problem here, and it's not solved until she makes that decision. And she can't do that while I'm in her body. Come on, young. Come on, let's do some sneaking and snooping.
I mean, I wasn't saying that we can't do that. I was just saying, like, I know how to solve the problem. Obviously.
I mean, we can solve both problems at once. We do it that way. And if we do this well, then she'll be way out of the league of both those guys.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this. What are we doing?
Okay. So, and I think I go down onto the grass, like looking over elbows, like commando style. Okay. So, look for the most official glitzy buildings, I guess.
They all look the same to me.
Oh, Scrat's face.
From the back of the governor's house, you hear the classic guardsman chuckle. The the one in every video game. That one.
I've watched this before. It's that one.
Which one? Where?
I point it out. Damn, we could really do with some binoculars right now.
Wait, like the one right there or the one behind it?
No, that one. Come on. With the guy outside, you can just about see him.
Lead the way.
Okay, we're gonna have to be really quiet, really stealthy. And we need to sneak in. We need to get into it's pretty late, so I guess we have to get into the bedroom of the governor. Then we have to hold a sword to his throat. And that's where we tell him, if he keeps threatening the people, El Zorro will return and spread his viscera over the walls.
This is a lot of pressure. I don't do well with pressure.
Is that a bit much? Should I tone it down a little bit?
I mean, no, let's do it.
Maybe I won't say the bit about the viscera, but sure. Okay, now let's be quiet. And we start sneaking down towards the village.
As you get closer to this building, you will hear the men talking, as it seems they are all having drinks. Yes. Indeed, Zoro's days are numbered. He is getting old. Not only today did I touch him with my blade, I also managed to punch him.
Okay, we have to kill that one.
Kill them all. Great plan. Let's go. On your count or on my count?
I didn't say
Wait,
all of them. I'm trying to hold back, okay? But that one's rude.
His reputation is diminishing by the day.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go.
And I guess we try and find an accessible side of the building.
Let's pan across to the search party. Bartholomew holds head in hand. So does Zaraki.
Oh boy.
Loose cannons.
Indeed.
How does your search go?
Well, I think that, Bartholomew is, obviously doesn't know what their plans are. I mean, has she mentioned any of, like, Elena mentioned anything about her grudge against the governor and taking action?
Eleanor often gets full of romantic idealisms. Loose Cannon does describe her. There's a reason I put these two bodies this way round, and it's not necessarily prediction, but it is a little bit of foretelling.
He'd probably be searching, like, the town proper. I think he has the idea that she's trying to do her own Zoro bit and save any people in trouble.
Okay. And Zaraki, are you searching together or are you searching separately?
Have we split up yet, or will we split up in town?
Either or.
Let's split up in town then. After we decide, like, you go this way, I go this way.
All right, you left my left or your left?
I go my left, you go your left.
Well, that's the same way though.
Okay, then I go my
I'll
right,
go
you
that
go
way.
your
You go
left.
that way.
Okay.
All right.
And how are you looking? Are you just trying to figure out where they might be? Or are you instead trying to maybe talk to some of the villagers that are still up?
I'm a mixture of trying to, like, proactively find any trouble being started in the hopes that she'd, like, be showing up there, but also, like, asking around a bit.
Okay, so if you want to rely on your wits, I'll take a job knowledge roll. If you want to ask people and rely on your communication skills, I'll take a negotiation roll.
What are the choices again?
Job knowledge, which would be int, or negotiation, which would be int and spirit. So if you have more spirit, you might want to...
I'll go int. Job.
Bottom right. Ooh. And how about Zaraki?
I was gonna go the same. Where do I find that? In job?
Yeah, in the checks.
Or class, I mean.
Yeah,
Bottom right.
bottom right, there it is.
I am blind.
So on the checks tab, you've got common checks.
Yeah.
There we go.
And wait, that's my side job.
Side job. Oh no, so it should be checks, not side job, but at the bottom.
Found it.
Job knowledge.
Found it.
Oh, okay. So Zaraki, you have an inkling. Oh, you do also both have rerolls. So Bartholomew, if you would like to reroll, you do have a reroll stored, or you can add a d6 to it.
I'll use the reroll. Why not?
Go for it.
No.
Oh, it's even worse. You can also use the d6 as well if you really want it to succeed.
Why not? Yay!
Oh wow, that's
Oh.
the biggest combination of bad luck I've seen on the channel in a long time. That's nearly as bad as the Cypher System double nat 1 we had a couple of weeks back.
I think I got bad information.
That happened to me last week
Yeah.
with both of Kelly's rerolls, or I think they were rerolls where I got, or the things where I got double nat 1s on my added d6s.
Yes, indeed. So then, Zaraki, you're like, well, Eleanor, she likes to train, she's got romantic notions, she's a wild card. You don't know about the thing between her and her father, as you went out to train instead.
Yeah.
But you think, well, the guard's house is the governor's house, the guardsman. It's a good place to probably start. And Bartholomew, you try several places in the town, including her usual haunts, places that she likes to hang out, the bars that she frequents. But unfortunately, you cannot find her in any of those places. So all this role will do ultimately is depict who gets there first and how late Bartholomew will be to the party. So
Pretty late.
pretty late. I'll bring you in a second. As Josephine and Eleanor, please describe the scene that Zaraki walks in on.
So I think we're essentially casing the joint, as it may be described. We are looking to find the quietest, most covert way to enter the building, either not be detected or to get the drop on one of the guards as we go in.
Well, now, this is a governor's house that has spent a lot of time under the watchful eye of Zorro. So, as such, a lot of the defenses are made so that it's not so easy to get into. This is going to be a slightly harder role than normal. I would like either... Where is it? Either delicate work for trying to just wing it, or a direction check to try and...
From both of us?
I'll go delicate work.
Yeah, I'm definitely going delicate work with my intelligence.
And thank you very much to Mad Rogue, who donates so that Bart can have another reroll.
Come on. Okay, I didn't fail too badly at least.
Okay, so you're both just trying to delicate work it, yeah? So you both just start going at it. You just both start scaling the walls and trying to get on the roof and literally scaling the joint rather than casing the joint. So we'll say that Zaraki, you can come around and looking around.
Yes.
Give me a direction check if you would like to. No, a sense. Give me a sense check. That's what I want.
Cool.
10 as well. Your dice are on fire today. You look around and you can see on the roof. How does Eleanor's new outfit look?
So if it's a mostly black kind of suit that she's got, I think it's almost a tiny bit like a toreador's outfit to some extent. So the pantaloons are kind of tied off at the knees, and it's like it's almost like wearing the very long knee-high black, almost sock type things underneath that. and then it's one of those like swishy black shirts, I think, that's like open a little bit, and she's got her how long was Eleanor's hair?
To the waist, I think.
Yeah, to the waist, yeah.
Man, part of me wants to have chopped it off, but
I mean, you have control of this body at the moment.
she's not a monster. She
Do
wouldn't
it,
do that to
do it.
Eleanor.
Yes, do it.
No, that's really horrible to do that to someone else. KO's not a monster, you guys. No, she has braided it and like coiled it up so it's kind of tied up and out of the way.
Okay, so Bartholomew has used the second reroll to attempt again, and Bartholomew, you will arrive just slightly behind Zaraki this time, as 9 is as good as a pro. So you can see Zaraki is already here. Zaraki, you've already spotted them, and then this is when Bartholomew turns up.
Get down.
Oh, what? I get down.
They're she's up to something.
Where is she?
Over there.
Points to the roof.
What? That's the governor's mansion.
Yes.
Oh, Christ.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do?
We can't just leave them here.
Well, obviously.
We need to get inside.
I mean, do we follow them? Do we make a distraction? We don't know what they're after.
Let's... I think she might be after the proving a point thing.
Oh,
So I think a distraction would be in order.
give her an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
What looks like the is there any like guards that might have a vantage point on the roof as well that just haven't noticed them yet?
The guards seem very lax, almost comfortable, as they are just happily drinking in the garden. You hear one of them loudly guffaw about how he managed to cut Zorro's hat just last week. And you will remember that indeed De La Vega did come back to the mansion with a new hat.
That
They
man
are now
must have-
bragging about who has got the best hits on Zorro.
Well, they seem rather distracted themselves.
Yeah, let's see if we can sneak in.
All right, we head to see if we can find our own way in
Into the mansion or onto the roof where?
up to
To
the roof.
the roof.
Okay. So again, I'll take a direction check or a delicate work check. Okay. These
Rolling
dice.
shit today.
These dice really like Tix and really don't like you today. Wow. So let's see. This is just a direction check though, so both of you can look, and between the two of you, with Zaraki maybe slightly leading, which might hurt your honor a little bit, Bartholomew, points out an easy way to the roof. This will reduce the difficulty of the getting onto the roof check significantly.
Well spotted. Well, you found it, so after you.
Oh, come now. Not used to get hurt. Let's go.
Let's have some delicate work checks, please.
Oh shit.
Very
I'm dead.
easy now because
I'm gonna die on this.
Is
A-
it easy enough?
a
Is
four,
it easy enough? Scott?
a 4 is a pass at the moment. We've dropped everything down.
Thank God.
So a 4 and a 6 is a pass as you two clumsily follow a route up to the roof. Not alerting the guards, but you get up safely. But anyone watching, it's not graceful. You know, you're not the Pink Panther making your way up here.
One
it's-
shingle just goes, it almost falls off.
Exactly. Whilst they're ascending, and these guards are very loudly bragging about how one of them will one day kill Zorro, what are Josephine and Eleanor doing?
So these two guards, Scrat, are they on some kind of terrace?
No, they're just sitting in a beer garden.
So in terms of the roof above or near this beer garden, would it be possible for someone to slide down off the roof and hit them?
Does that sound cool? Yes, that sounds cool. I think the rule of cool allows this one. Excellent, let's do that. Yes, that sounds amazing. I have questions. Your attire. Does it include certain items?
When you say certain items... Oh, she probably would have done the strip of fabric thing.
Yeah? So you're wearing a mask?
Yeah, she's got the bandana tied around. And probably made one for Josephine, only it looks really weird with her nice blue dress.
So, let's see. What check do we want for you slamming into the guards? I think this is almost certainly going to be hard exercise. And I don't care what you roll. I don't care if anyone else will make a roll. Zaraki and Bartholomew, this is going to be cool as hell. So both of you are going to see this happen.
Oh, I will look. I'll just watch.
Hey, Young, do you want to...
We're here to jump.
Shut up.
Young, do you want to get in on this? Do you want to try and get one?
Yeah.
Come on, let's do it at the same time, okay?
Okay.
Hold your dress like here and here, and then it won't fly up and get caught on the shingles.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. I've never worn a dress before, so...
It looks very good on you. Come on. And she just pushes herself off down the roof. And hard exercise, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really scary having no rerolls. I'm just like winging everything.
I have a reroll though.
It's not good.
Okay, no, I have to give you my reroll.
Oh, you're too nice. Okay, let's hope the dice favor me more this time.
If they don't, I'm gonna be really mad at you.
It's not my fault. It's a bit better.
A 7. Okay, so a 7 and an 8. It's pretty good. I'm not going to let you hit the guards, but I will let you both crash through the table and then stand up afterwards, because that's still equally cool. As I would like you both to roll initiative, and if Zaraki and Bartholomew would like to join. Okay, so a little thing about initiative in Ryuutama before we get into it. It's a lot like JRPGs. Okay, so if you've played Final Fantasy or anything like that, it's very similar to that. You've got the staged combat. Okay. So we'll say for now that Zaraki and Bartholomew are in the back row. We also have a front row. If you want to make a melee attack, you have to be in the front row. To change rows will cost you a turn. Movement costs you a turn. During combat, you can make attacks. There's a whole list of things here. I'll use the list this time rather than trying to remember it. So you can move, which is one thing. You can use magic if you have magic. You can assess the situation, which allows you to re-roll your initiative check. Sam. You can also defend, which means you spend a turn focused on defense. Any damage you receive is reduced, and you may choose to take a hit for a teammate. You can also attack, and then there are some special actions as well. If you want to do non-lethal damage, you deal -2 to your accuracy check. So, as standard, you attack to kill. If you want to not attack to kill, we need to take 2 off of your accuracy.
Nice. As I stand up out of the wreckage of the table, I say, "My name is unimportant. You hurt my father. Prepare to die."
Let's do it. Combat music. Let's go.
Okay, cool.
So, first is indeed Bartholomew in the back row.
Oh god, what are they doing? And I just jumped down as well.
Yep, your movement is to get into the front row. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's not the guards yet. It will be next. Sorry.
Yeah, basically I just try and jump down and flank the guards after seeing them crash through the table.
So next then is Kaio.
Kaio's just. Oh, are we doing the objects thing?
Oh, yes! My bad, I completely forgot. So, what we're going to do, we go round, and each of us gets to pick an object that we can put into the game. If you use one of these objects to make an attack, you can add 1 to your accuracy roll. So, let's go anti-clockwise and go to Sam.
Oh, changing things up now, are we, Scrat? I want there to be a piece of like stone, like, you know, because I'm assuming these buildings are made out of like stone, right?
Brickwork. Bit of brickwork?
Yeah. So a piece of like a brick that fell out, you know, essentially that of this old building.
No problem. Next around, we come to Zaraki. Zaraki, it could be any item that might be laying around that you could use in combat.
Could there be a set of like newly washed curtains hanging?
Definitely leaning right into the trope. I love it. Fresh sheets hanging, perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
No.
Next around, Bartholomew.
I'm going to say there's a candelabra nearby.
Of course.
You know, it's very, very nice silver, 5 candles, all lit.
All lit, of course, yeah. On the table, of course, they're eating around it. It clatters to the side, still alight, without being knocked over or anything. And Rachel?
I would like to say that one of them put their still fairly full like tankard of beer or their glass of wine down on like the side of a flower bed or like somewhere that wasn't a table nearby, like maybe this kind of terrace area has like some like stone brick walls or something.
Yeah, you can have a pewter cup of wine.
Lovely.
And I will go with a small ornamental succulents.
Yum.
So, Bart moves into the first row. Kaio, what does Kaio do as Eleanor?
So Kaio turns, she will pick up the glass of wine, the pewter kind of glass of wine with a flourish and say, "Don't drink on the job." Throw it in their face and then go for the attack.
Okay, add 1 to your accuracy attack as you attack this guard.
Oops, no, not -6. What am I doing?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay, 9.
A 9, unfortunately, does not hit.
Dang it.
So next will be the guards' turns, as they stand drawing their short swords and rapiers. There's only 2 of them. One of them is going to make an attack. Don't worry, they do not use Zoro's stats.
Also, I just realised I'm still on 0 health.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
It's fine.
We'll say you. Do we say you refreshed yourself? No one here is a studios healer. We'll say that you were refreshed on your walk, so you can go back up to half HP.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
The first guard can't hit for toffees. The second guard tries to slash, crying, "It's Zoro!" And only strikes with a 7, which is not enough to hit you.
Does Zoro have this beautiful body?
They are very confused.
That's a good thing.
Next is Zaraki's turn. Zaraki, also on the roof at the moment.
Yeah, precisely. Shit. Let's see. Can I jump down as well, I suppose, to try to get to the sheets?
Yeah, you can jump to the front row, ready to use the sheets on your next turn,
Yep.
but movement is an action, so...
Awesome.
You jump down. You are also in the front row now, so all 4 of you are in the front row, and all 2 of them are also in the front row. Josephine. I've caught you mid-change.
I know. I don't do quick changes. This is not. I wasn't. Okay. Anyway, I would like to reroll my initiative, please.
Yes, you can take stock of the situation.
I can't. Okay, I mean,
And it's better.
that's better.
Yeah, it's better. You're harder to hit now, at least.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Unfortunately, okay. Unfortunately, they are mostly focusing on Zorro. You are clearly a masked maiden, whereas Zorro.
I don't see what's unfortunate about that, but okay.
Good. Awesome. We go back to the top of the round with Bart. You are now in the front row. You may attack as you wish.
Do either of them stand out? Which was the one that was talking about hitting Zorro?
Oh, they were both bragging about it with each
Oh,
other.
both.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go for the one at random. No.
Okay, go for one at random. That's fine. An accuracy check of 12 will indeed hit. So on the right hand side, there it is. Damage, perfect. You wound this person badly. Signor, who are you? Mind your own business. This is between the guards and Zorro.
Zorro is a friend of everyone, except you. And I guess that's my turn.
That is your turn. You deal a significant amount of damage to this person, as at first he stands thinking it's not done much, but your courtly rapier leaves so fine a mark that soon his chest blooms with blood, following the line you made.
There's more where that came from.
Eleanor. Muted.
Excellent. Okay. So, is the rapier the only weapon I have on me? So I haven't got a equivalent of the small dagger.
You do not have an equivalent of the small.
Okay,
dagger.
cool. So that's the one. Because I kind of don't want to kill this guy, but I can't even hit without a -2 with my rolls. But then again, okay, no, she's just gonna go for it and try and finish him off.
What is your normal weapon?
Her normal weapon is her katana.
Ah, okay. Then in that case, the rapier can replace your katana.
Cool, that's what I thought it might be.
You can use your katana stats. Sorry, I thought the wakizashi was your normal weapon.
Cool. Right. Let's just do it, I guess. I feel bad taking up all the items, so I won't steal one this turn. I always use them. I roll so bad.
That is awful. On an 8, again, you don't hit. Bartholomew Zaraki, Eleanor is always bragging of her ability to best any man, but it would seem in the heat of the moment, pressure's getting to her. Next is the guards. The guard is going to strike at you, Kaio.
Bring it.
But they have intricate footing you won't recognize. A 7 doesn't work, and neither does a 4. Oh wait, what's your condition score?
Oh, I rolled a 7 earlier. It was decent.
On a 7, that 7 will beat your condition score, and we reduce your initiative roll by 1.
Ooh, wow, that's nasty.
As they perform a feint maneuver.
Hmm.
This is an advanced maneuver that we're now introducing for Kaio and Young. Teehee.
Teehee. Cool, I believe my initiative has been reduced to 9.
It has. Next in the order is Zaraki. As you are now in the front row, near the sheets. Muted.
Damn it. What's the distance between me and the others in the group?
So it's a bit strange. it's very much like JRPG setting in that there's no distances. It's just about your
Okay.
positioning. So as long as you're in the front row, you can hit anyone in the front row. Doesn't matter if they're at this end of the front row or whatever. As long as
Okay.
you can hit them.
Cool. Would it be possible to hold a turn? I don't know how it works in this game. I mean, in D&D it's possible. I don't know if it was possible in Ryuutama.
I mean, it's possible. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm gonna use the sheet, and I'm gonna curl it up like to use it as a whip.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna hold my turn for if the guards actually do hit Elena. And I'm gonna whip it around her and pull her out.
Okay, cool. So what we'll say is we'll say that you are taking a defense action.
Yeah,
So
cool.
you can do this, but it will mean that you will take the hit.
Sure.
Okay. So then we come to Josephine.
That's me. Hi. Is the stone still there, or the brick?
There is still a brick, yes?
I would like to hit the guy with it, please.
Okay.
I guess I'll throw it because I have the throwy thing already up, and I don't have a hitty thing up. I don't think.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah. Okay, I'll just. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Apparently, I have a theme for this because this started as stones. Oh my gosh.
It did. Does that include your +1?
Oh no, it does. I don't think so. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. If you have a +1 on that as well, that means you get a that hits. Which one are you hitting at? The one that is blooming with blood from Bartholomew's blade, or the other one?
Which one hit Kaio?
They
That's
didn't
the one I
hit
wanna hit.
Kaio. They've
Oh,
just
did
made
they?
her unsure of her footing.
Which one? Well, which one? Whichever one did that is the one I want to hit.
And that is the one that is bloodied, turning away from Bartholomew and instead lunging in a feint maneuver towards Kaio.
Yeah, that's the one I want to hit.
You hit them. Oh! Oof!
Look at me, I'm so strong.
How does this look? As that critical damage is enough to take this person out.
So Young just like sees red, and he's like, "How dare you!" And then he's like, just grabs this stone and with like all his might, all his strength, just throws it as hard as he can. And, like, kind of stumbles just a little bit too, just from like, like when you throw a little harder than you were expecting. But he stays up. Like, it doesn't.
And I'll
affect it.
remind you as well that you did not call for the -2 on your accuracy roll, so this is
No.
lethal. This is this.
Yep.
We'll say it hits. Perhaps his head's slightly turned and it hits the back of his skull, which isn't pretty.
I'll take it.
There might be a moment's shock at this act of brutality from this maiden.
Yes, Young!
Everyone is used to Zoro's very elegant sword strokes and very elegant, and then you've got this maiden Josephine that just comes along with a brick and hucks it at a guy and kills him.
Young's been around Kyle a little too much.
Don't blame me!
No, this is 100% your fault.
Bartholomew, the man that was standing right in front of you, has just fallen. There is one more, however.
Kind of look at him for a second, like, whoa, Josephine, that was a bit much.
You deserved it, and you're next.
You're on your own on this one, friend.
Now, if you would like to make an attack or anything, Bartholomew, remember you can use the items to get an extra +1 to your accuracy, but if you would like to narratively stop and exclaim, I love that too.
I'm going to just be like shocked by that and like take the dodge. Like, is she for real? Like, I don't want to.
take the defend action as well. Yeah.
Defend. Yeah, like, okay.
Yep. No problem. This is perfect, as the remaining guard lunges for, they do not just lunge, they whip up the succulents,
Oh no!
and they throw the succulents towards Kaio, or Eleanor, and they attack in tandem, so they get a +1.
Oh no.
And a 9 meets your initiative, right?
Yes. So do you pass if you meet it?
I can't remember if I've done that every week, but this...
Because I rolled a 9 earlier
Yeah.
and I didn't. And are they at a 10 then? So they were at the same as KO.
Yeah, they're the same as KO.
Oh, okay, I wasn't
That's why
sure,
they've
like,
gone
how she went
first
then.
this round. When you get a tie between players and them, the player goes first.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But you have to meet their thing to hit them.
Yeah.
So this
That
time
does meet it.
they're going to hit you, and they're going to do a little damage.
Can I pull her
Yes,
out now?
yes, you can. However, as this blade flicks towards your cheek, you feel the tug of this curtain wrap around you as Zaraki pulls himself in the way and receives 5 points of damage.
Where did I put that?
That is in your stats sheet.
In your gut.
Yeah, of course, in my gut. Stat sheet. All right.
Yeah, you should just find your HP in there.
Yep. Found it.
After the guardsman is Eleanor, as Zaraki has just put himself in the way of this attack.
Okay, Kaio's really, really frustrated and mad at this point. She's been trying to do the whole Spanish footwork thing, and it's not really been working great, so she's gonna probably go back to her old, kind of like watching too much Dragon Ball and Bleach techniques and just wail on them, because she's pissed off as heck. And what items are actually left at this point?
The candelabra.
Okay, so I think she lunges to grab the candelabra with her free hand, and will probably essentially try and like bash him across the skull before driving in the blade to try and discombobulate him a bit.
Let's see how it looks.
Knowing my rolls, we haven't even had any fumbles today, have we?
That is a solid hit. Please roll me some damage.
Okay, cool. And I get to do strength +1 because of fight type.
6. It's as good a hit as Bartholomew hit on the first person earlier. Again, you see this. Well, this isn't as delicate, right? How does this look?
It looks like she grabs a candelabra, slams it into the base of his skull, and then just stabs him in the back.
What am
Zaraki,
I seeing?
Zaraki, this person who has been trained in swordsmanship from the first day they could hold a sword, seems to have forgotten everything and is just wailing on this person.
She also probably doesn't let go. She's still like latched onto them, like grabbing them.
Wow. And I'm gonna be like, what the fuck did I just see? Oh. And yeah, I'm not gonna snap out of it right now.
Okay, no problem. So next then we go to Josephine.
Boys, you're so helpful.
Do I have any?
Kill me, okay?
Do I have any weapons on me?
You do not, no. You
Cool.
could have taken some from the mansion.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I know.
Sam didn't think about that.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I would. Can I wait? So can I punch him? Is this a thing
Yeah,
I
you can punch him. It's unarmed. It's just Dex plus Strength -2.
Okay.
It's essentially
Oh
an.
no,
au-
not -4.
It's essentially automatically a minus. It's automatically a non-lethal, essentially.
Oh, okay. I just fixed the.
Okay, so that is still significant. That is maths 11. Oh, 9. A 9. It's a swing and a miss. It's a good swing, but it's one of them moments as they just dodge your punch, and it's kind of looking at you, almost having an apoplexy.
I'm so mad right now. I don't like any of this. I don't like any of you. Any of the men in this room I do not like.
From the second floor of the chalet, you hear a whistle blow. The oh. I used to be able to do that sort of whistle. I can't do it anymore. But you know the P-less whistle, that kind of whistle. As someone is blowing one of them big chunky whistles to try and get attention from others. Nearby you hear a horse neigh as it rears, and you see a man with a long cape wearing a hat and a mask.
Oh shit.
Go home, Dad! We've still got one guy, haven't we, here?
There's still
You
one
didn't
guy.
just reveal his enemy or his identity.
No, I didn't actually say that. I said it internally.
You're not my real dad.
She's got daddy issues, be quiet.
So there's one guard left.
Whose turn is it?
Yours, Bart.
Oh, sorry, I was unaware.
That's okay. I didn't call it either, to be fair. You're top of the turn order with a 13 initiative.
I'm going to go in with the pommel of my sword and try and non-lethally take down the last guy.
Okay, so we'll -2 from your accuracy roll.
So
Ryuutama being good costs efficiency.
11, so 9.
So unfortunately, the 9 as well. He can tell you're pulling your punches, all of you, and he doesn't continue to attack. He is trying to disengage. He moves back to the back row. So now to attack him, each of you will have to also spend an attack. Spend a move to move close, unless you have a ranged attack.
Can I throw my axe at him? Like, not... I want to try to throw it so that... It's like with the broadside of the axe, so that it's just non-lethal. Taps.
A non-lethal axe throw.
Yeah.
I'm for it. I'm for it. Let's see what happens. I think we use strength and dex for throwing rather than strength, which is your normal.
Yeah. How do I do that?
Thank you
there.
very much,
Strength
Curious
plus
Craft.
dex, yeah.
Strength plus dex -2.
Ooh. There.
Thank you very much for the raid, Curious Crafts. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh.
I am gonna spend my reroll on that.
You may.
Ouch.
Nope.
Even if you spent the d6,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
it wouldn't help out, I'm afraid. So that is that. The axe just lands on the ground.
Fine.
We sort of... Yeah, so also we did kind of skip over Kaio's turn.
Oh shit.
Oh.
It's okay, I was caught up too, it's all fun. So to do a melee attack, you'll have to push up.
And the alarm's already been sounded. Alright. Leave that coward, I've got better things to do. And I'm gonna head to the house.
What, head back home?
No, not back home, into the actual villa. Like
Oh, into this
the
villa?
The governor?
Yeah, into this building.
Oh shit.
Oh my.
She angry!
You're
Elena,
brutal.
where are you going?
I will... since...
Elena, damn it.
I'm sorry, did I go too far?
No, but I will. I'm going to steal a mechanic from somewhere else. Here. There isn't a mechanic for this in Ryuutama. But since you are friends, I'm going to allow you an opportunity defense. As Kaio tries to run towards the villa, if Bartholomew or Zaraki would like to intervene, I will let you roll for it.
Absolutely going to try and grab her. And...
Yeah, can I use the whip or the curtain and
If
try
you would
to
like
whip
to
her again?
oppose, young, you may oppose.
How do?
Absolutely, I would.
Let's have hard exercise checks from everyone. Obviously, Kaio, you're opposing this.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I always do this.
Okay, so we've got a 9 from Bart. Oh, hang on. So we've got a total of 18 for Kaio and Young. 8 and 9, and a total of 17 from Bart and Zaraki.
What?
So, it's a combination of one of you gets a hand on Eleanor. She's shaking you off as you're doing this. Josephine throws herself on your arms to break the grip. And
Could we say that I was concentrating?
we say you were concentrating. I'm not gonna allow it. I'm gonna let it go as it is.
Fine.
The villa. So you make your way into the villa, and as Zorro stampedes onto the field with his horse and wraps his whip around this last guard, pulling him into a table nearby.
Solid.
I'm just gonna point toward where Elena went.
Wait, so my. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, as Zora raised my eyes. That way.
De La Vega looks at all three of you.
I'm going to pick up my axe and run after her.
No, not before I run after her. I do not want to be separated from Kaio.
You separated yourself to defend.
I
You
know.
may
but that's
chase
what I'm
after.
saying, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like, as soon as possible, get up and run after her.
We've also hit our follower goal. So, one of you is feeling the effects of the dinner earlier. It suddenly hits you.
Wait, what was my lucky thing? Oh, never mind. I remember now. Just kidding. Bye.
+1 to spirit. That was it. However, you're still feeling funny. Roll me another D100, as the dice seem to love you. You've got this strange sensation. Your mouth suddenly tastes like talcum powder. And you can only remember, for some reason, you feel like you can remember eating mouse eyeballs instead of paella. That's what your brain is telling you you've done. However, you have an incredible sense of where Kaio is.
This is the greatest thing ever. I'm so happy.
You can't lose your high maintenance traveling buddy anymore.
Yes.
We are out of initiative. Zaraki is heading in. Bartholomew is pointing where they went to Zorro. Young is running after Kaio. We don't know what Kaio's doing yet.
As soon as Kaio gets into the building, she's going to go for like what she's more familiar with, and she's going to try and be stealthy and find some stairs, try and find a way to get up and find out where the person who runs this establishment can be found.
Please roll me a stealth roll.
Come on, Dex, don't let me down. Yes!
15. Very impressive. You can find some stairs and stealth your way up them.
Okay, she continues to make her way through the house. She's looking, I guess, to start with for the biggest, most swish-looking bedroom. But if she gets the impression that the lord of the house is up and about, she'll try and track down where he is.
Yeah, you, despite the whistle, the Lord is not up and about. You do hear guards running from a room to the courtyard, which the rest of you will have to deal with shortly. There won't be another combat, though, by the way. It's going to be a check, and you either escape or something bad happens. Just
You'll be fine, guys.
brace
You'll be
yourself for
fine.
that.
Just leave me here.
Kaio, you can sneak up. You find the master's bedroom, and they are asleep in their bed.
Okay, she's going to sneak in.
Hold on a second, because this is very important.
Yeah.
Young, you have an innate sense of where Kaio is. Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just sprinting after them?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to just sprint after her.
So as you sneak into the bedroom and start making your way across the hall, Young bursts through the doors loudly, and the person sits up in their bed like, huh? What
I
is it?
immediately hold the rapier to his throat.
Kyle, are you okay? Are you okay? Where'd you go? Why'd you leave me?
I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Kaio, who is Kaio?
It does not matter who I am.
You are dressed like Zoro.
I am very perceptive of you. It seems you are not all imbeciles after all. Now listen to me, it does not matter who I am. What matters is that there will be many more like me, inspired by the actions of El Zorro, and he will not be the last that comes to tell you this message. I suggest you switch up the ways in which you govern your people and improve the treatment you give to this country. Or I assure you, there will be many more who rise up like me, and many of them will not be as merciful as I am being tonight. Am I understood?
Make a negotiation check, please. Fantastic speech. Let's see if you can back it up with the dice roll.
I never can. Okay.
A 10. Funnily enough, you might be famous in your town. As he just sort of babbles and goes, Kaio, daughter of Zoro.
I could be anyone's daughter. Remember that. And I will slice a K into the headboard of the bed right next to his ear.
Downstairs, Zarek and Bartholomew, you can hear guards rushing towards your location. You have choices. You can try and hide, try and run, or almost certainly be arrested, because I will make them an infinite number.
What kind of door is this? I mean, the door handles, are they ordinary door handles, or are they...
You're thinking
Like
to bar the door,
bars?
maybe? They're like an ordinary door with handles? Yeah, you could try and bar the door.
Yeah, I'll, since I assume the curtain I have is still wet,
Okay.
I'm gonna tie it around the door handles, so that it'll work as a...
Yeah, this sounds like it's straight out of the movie. By all means, please roll me a hard exercise check. To
What
tie
is
the thing
Zoro
quickly.
doing at this point?
Zoro... Oh my... Oh my... Oh my, that door ain't opening
Someone had
for
to take it.
nothing. That door is not opening. Zorro dove off his horse, sprung off of someone, and made their way up onto the roof. To make it fair, I won't just give him the innate ability to do that. I will make him roll. So yeah, he's funnily enough famous in his town, famous in the whole country. In fact, that is actually let's read that out just quickly. I love this thing sometimes for creating heroes. 16, the best in the land. He it's a 15, only famous in this town. As he springs up, grabs
He's getting on a bit.
grabs a beam and swings up onto the balcony, and he just stands by a window. And in fact, Kaio, as you are turning away from slicing the K, you can see the silhouette of Zorro against the curtain.
I turn and walk towards the curtain to make a dramatic exit, and kind of like with my hand kind of like slide aside and like motioning like, come on, Josephine.
I think I see that things are well in hand, and I kind of like not grab him, but pat Zaraki, and like, I think he has it in hand. We should probably get the hell out of here.
Let's leg it.
And as you pull aside the curtain, instead of seeing Zorro, you see a blue portal shimmering where the window should be.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, bye.
And Kaio and Young jump through the portal. However, as you enter the portal in mid-jump, Josephine and Eleanor jump from the window, landing on El Zorro's horse. And El Zorro lands after them. Bartholomew Zaraki, Eleanor and Josephine are on horseback. Zorro follows shortly after, alighting his horse from the window like time's gone by. And he beckons to you. He says, "Steal a horse, join us." Bartholomew Zaraki.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I
Shit,
didn't...
sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Kaio and Young are gone from the scene now. They are gone.
Alright.
I find the nearest horse that's still, like, probably not tacked, but just jump on, yank its mane, and head after him.
I do the same.
And you speed off into the distance. Neither of you won Eleanor's heart this day, but over the following months, the people begin speaking of a new hero, Kaio, who visits nobles in the night. They call her son or daughter of Zorro, but they say it doesn't matter who they are. They are son of Zorro in spirit, not necessarily blood. As all could be. Young Kaio, you pass through the portal. And your stomachs immediately lurch.
Oh no.
You're in zero gravity.
Oh, in space?
You've gone from jumping to zero gravity in a split second. You
I'm
are
assuming we
you are
Yeah, I was assuming.
you are in like full onesie body suits, which look like they have some sort of, you know, I'll let you decide in the week, but it's essentially an internal space suit, and you are in a shuttle.
Are we taking? Are we doing NASA Friday next week?
That's all this week. Tune in next week for more Ryuutama. How are we feeling, guys?
That was amazing.
I'm so excited for next week now, though.
Wunderbar. Fantastic. Well, here we are at the end. Let's do our usual. Let's go around, talk about how we feel about today's show, what our favourite part was, where we can find each other online, and all the wonderful things that we do. Why don't we switch it up and go anti-clockwise?
Switch it up and go the same way as always.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah. Hi. Okay. My favorite part of this week was actually the very end, not right before we got to the portal, or I guess after, where like everybody started talking about Kaio and how she got famous, and that made my heart so happy. Yes, I'm very happy. That was like my all-time favorite. I'm on Twitter and Instagram as Smallish Sam. I have taken a break from my ranting very recently, for other things. So go check me out. And I'm here on Fridays. That's it. That's all.
Fantastic. Thank you. Next around, we have Tix.
Yeah, I have to say the funniest part I had today was when Josephine or Young rushed in and just totally destroyed Chaos stealth. That was friggin' awesome.
but also inadvertently let everyone know the name of the new Zorro, Kaio.
That is true. That is
Which
true.
is-
It's true. It's true.
These things fall into place. How about
Oh,
yourself?
totally.
Where can we find you? What do you do?
You will find me on Twitter at Tix. The link is in the chat, I see. And here on Twitch on Tix and underscore, where I stream different games and just try to hang out.
I missed the underscore. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome, fantastic. I'm glad you enjoyed it today. Next around, we have J. Lawrence Kenny. Sorry, I messed up your name. J. Lawrence Kenny. Oh, hi, Jonathan.
Oh, hi. I think for me, honestly, the best part was actually the library scene. It was just a little silly, but I enjoyed the little banter and just the atmosphere it created. And you can find me on pretty much all media, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitter, Facebook at J. Lawrence Kenny, all of them the same, no underscores or anything.
Fantastic.
I do pretty much everything creative, but mostly right now the songs, covers and parodies of folk songs. A lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you. And lastly, we have Talinia Rachel.
Hey, yeah, that's me. I am at Talanir on Twitter. And that's really where I do most of my stuff. I'm not very good at updating my Tumblr, but there's links on my Twitter to that if you're interested. So today's session was just so much fun in so many ways. I really loved the fun rivalry between Young and every other male character in the episode, maybe. But I really loved the bit in the Batcave, as it now is known. Because I love narrative bits where characters get their asses handed to them, because it's really satisfying to then come back from later on. And it's like one of my favorite bits of like playing out stories like this. So that was amazingly good fun, and I just had a great time tonight, which is great because I felt really kind of and bad this evening. So this is super perked me up. So thanks, guys. So yes, you can also find me on Mondays. I play Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition on the Blood on the Thames Twitch channel, which is on 7 p.m. GMT, which is 2 p.m. EST for EST folks. And obviously I'm here every Friday for Ryuutama, which is a blast. And every other week I play The Witcher tabletop role-playing game on Susanna Grace's channel. That's Tuesday at 8 p.m. GMT. And aside from that, I do a lot of artwork and stuff. So if you're interested in lots of D&D and RPG artwork, then that's probably what you'll see a lot of on my Twitter. And I occasionally do crafts and costumes and cosplay and stuff. I just basically can't decide what I want to do with my life, so I try and do everything.
I think the problem is that Rachel's too good at everything.
No!
Seriously, go and check out her artwork and stuff. She made a comic about one of the episodes, one of the scenes we did last year in one of our seasons, and she did loads of character art of all the things that we do, and it blows you away. It really does. It's incredible. So no wonder she can't choose what to do, because she's just too talented at everything.
I'm just going to mute myself right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I may have one of her pieces as my lock screen on my phone. So, yes.
There you go. There you go. I had a lot of fun playing Zorro. It was really fun to just max out a character and for that to be canonically kind of true, which was cool. But I also had a lot of fun at the dinner table. I really loved the awkward interactions between you all as you were trying to figure each other out, and like these, you two were clearly interested, and then it turned out the episode didn't end up going that way, which was fine. I think creating Kaio, son of Zorro, is also a fitting achievement to jump on. So yeah.
Sorry for derailing you, Scrat.
No, derail me? Come on.
If you give me something to work with, I'll run with it and be like, you can't have it back, haha.
Damn warlocks.
Damn warlocks.
What? Huh?
Anyway, this is my channel. If you've enjoyed what you see today, come and check all that other stuff out. We have a Discord. Come and talk about TTRPGs in a safe and inclusive space. If you want to play a game, send me a DM on Twitter and I'll get you into a game. We'll work it out. It might be sometime in March or April or something like that, but we'll get you a game. We will. Send me a DM. We'll sort you out. And YouTube, if you want to catch up with this and all the other games that we run, head over to the YouTube where you can catch all of them. And then this game will be uploaded before the episode next week. So you guys can look forward to that as well. We also have a Patreon. If you'd like to support us over there, you can do so for as little as $1 a month, and every dollar is greatly appreciated. We appreciate you oh so much. And there's some free articles and things over there as well. You should check it out. Also, we have merchandise. If you want to get a crest on your chest, head over to the Redbubble. Sam has some merchandise in her hands there. Lovely, thank you. It's perfect, that notebook. Perfect size for a 3-hour one-shot, or if you're me, just making random notes about games. Which is basically my brand these days. We also have sponsors. Check out Bird in the Storm Publishing, who are module creators and writers for D&D and other TTRPGs. And also check out Mayhem Press, who created the Dark Matter Alpha, a space expansion for D&D 5e, where we can play D&D in space. It's a sci-fi expansion, but we play D&D in space. Also, check out the panels. We have some 10 to 15% discounts on tabletoploot.com, arasivad.com, and ruinc.com, so check all those out. You can just click on the link to get over to their websites, and you can find the code in the description underneath. And today, we are going to go and pay someone a visit. I'm totally prepared to do that, as we are going to go and pay a visit to... we're going to go and pay a visit to someone who hasn't been streaming so much recently, but is live right now. One of the streamers in the community who often does a lot of mod work and stuff like that, and it's just lovely to see him on screen. You might remember him from last season's Ryuutama campaign. It's Kent Weebs. We're going to head over and see Kent Weebs, who is just a fantastic person all round. Sometimes he toes that troll line, but he does it very well and always stays on the right side of fun. So I do recommend checking him out. I also need to start typing in that we're actually going to raid him. Otherwise, this whole thing's just going to fall apart as I try and do it. So until next time, everyone, keep on evoking emotions, and we will be back in an hour with some Cypher System. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.